Seriously, guys, stop simping. It's not worth it. You're lowering your value. Let's look into it. Welcome to Askraghulan. Thank you for all the love and support. If you like my videos, subscribe. And this video has been sponsored by armorado.com. You can find a lot of cool products for traveling, touring, trekking, and adventures. So this incident happened a month ago, and Magnus, he was a chess champion, world chess champion, and he went into an event, and it's a normed event, actually normed chess tournament, and he was wearing jeans. And he wasn't allowed to participate in the event. It was like a whole world outcry was happening and whatnot. And that was the reason, because it's a normed tournament and the casuals are not allowed. It's a FIDE rule written by all white people long time ago. And so people have to come in formals. And even Magnus was actually wearing formals before, and all Indian GMs were used to wear formals even today. So now, they have changed the rules and all that sort of stuff after this. But point is I don't see any Chinese or Singaporeans coming and commenting saying that, Magnus is a goat and, he rules the game, he can do everything. I haven't seen one comment of Chinese or Singaporeans commenting like that. I'll see plenty of comments. Indians are saying that Magnus is a goat, Magnus does this, Magnus does that. And the coolest part is these guys are not even understanding basic fundamentals of chess. Because when I posted this video, and people came and argued with me, I asked them a very simple question. Okay, you tell me what was the black side opening Magnus was playing a year ago. Or tell me what is your favorite white side opening. Whenever I ask these questions, people don't even have a clue of anything about chess. They just saw Magnus in some news and they just heard his name for a few times and things like that. And then if they come and comment about Magnus, supporting Magnus, people will think he's cool. And also people have a sort of an obligation to support a white guy, he's in distress, let's go and support our master and kind of thing. What basically I felt very angry is, instead of Magnus, let's put Gukesh in that place, or Prag in this place, or Bishi, one of our Indian GMs in that place. And let's say he came late to a tournament and then he was wearing jeans and he was very arguing that, I'm not going to play the tournament and, you have to let me in if you have to do that. What Indians would have said this guy is very arrogant now. This guy has got a lot of head weight right now. People would have said a whole bunch of things. No one would have said he's a goat, he's a sheep and all that sort of stuff. And on top of it, will any white Norwegian guy or any white guy, matter of fact, would have said okay, yeah, Vishy can do it. Vishy is a smart guy. Vishy is a genius. He is bigger than the game. He's a goat. Will any white guy would have said to an Indian like that? They would have said he's a third world and that is what you can expect from him. And you should have given him sprayed some deodorant on top of him. People would have said all that sort of mean stuff. Now, the same thing is what people are doing for influencers who's coming to India. And most of these failed influencers, they don't have, because they basically, they depend on this income. They don't have any other skill set or something. And now what they do is when their influencer jobs failing and they don't get much of a revenue, all they do is basically they come to India. And first few videos, they basically do a very friendly video, because Indians, if any white guy will smile, they'll come and smile. They wanted to take a selfie, and if there is a white female as well, they'll go on top. They basically flock around and keep staring at her, and all that sort of stuff will happen. We have seen plenty of those videos. And now what happens is these influencers, first few days, they'll post these videos, and then they'll get a lot of likes and stuff like that from Indians. And then the next set of videos, they'll go and try Indian street food, and then they'll say the food is very tasty. That's the second stage. And then a lot of Indians will start liking him. That guy profile will start shooting up, and there will be a lot of views and stuff like that. Now the third phase, and now that is a phase, he basically wants overseas viewers. Overseas viewers, they wanted to see anything that is going against India. Like Slumdog Millionaire can become a $1 billion movie because they showed movie like that. If they show Slumdog Millionaire with the ISRO or all the tech companies that we are building, how big the achievements of India, the Slumdog Millionaire would have got a little dollar from the overseas revenue. Now what happens is these influencers, they go to the final phase. They'll go and say how bad the terrible place was. They'll make all sarcastic and troll comments with the same. They would have done around 20-30 videos, using Indians and gain population, gain followers and all that sort of stuff. Now they do the final set of content where they actually insult India and what India is, how dirty it is, how bad the street food is, how we're suffering in hospital in diarrhea. They'll put all of that sort of videos. And then they'll get attention from the overseas people who generally wanted to see content which basically shows India in a poor light. And these Indians will give them attention, will give them views, will give them share, likes, and will promote them. And the next guy will come, will do the same thing. See guys, and this doesn't stop with this one. The simp behavior doesn't stop with this one. And this is one thing that people generally kills your superhero within you guys. Because just imagine when you were growing up from as a childhood, every time you do something, you're building a small little ego within you. Every time, initially you'll be very scared of going to a stage. Then you saw someone performing very well, and then you gain some confidence and you practice at home, and then you go and dance and you sing and something, and then initially you'll see some setbacks, but later when people applaud, and then you get the confidence and you build yourself. Then after 5 years, 10 years and stuff like that, when people ask you who are you and what's your talent, and you will say like, I can go to any stage and I can dance, I can sing, I'm a very good dancer. People say it with very good confidence. And that is basically because there is a little small hero inside you who will become as a superhero as you grow. And that is what, makes you achieve great things, like when you grow up as becoming like a professional, and then let's say, okay, let me start a business because now I have the skill set and experience, I can do it. That confidence comes from the little superhero who have achieved a lot of things in their childhood. Now what happens when you start simping, doesn't matter if it is a actor, if it is an actress, if it's your girlfriend, doesn't matter. Anytime you start simping, that basically you're considering someone is more valuable than you, someone is more higher than you, more important than you, you basically lowering yourself. That is one reason in my channel, I don't let people say that, Rahul, I'm your fan. I never allow people say that. And also I don't let people say me sir. In my office as well, it's literally banned. I don't let anyone in any of my office. I have to run some 7 companies. All the companies, I don't let anyone call me sir. Call me with my name. I don't want that culture. I don't want you to think that you are lesser than me, you are below than me, because you basically a position you have to grow. And that is basically your focus should be. Now what happens is, every time you simp, you basically think someone is higher than you, someone is more valuable than you. And that is one thing which I tell my people in my other channel, that don't do that. If you see an actor, yeah, good, okay, that's a guy we used to see in movies, nice, and then move on. Don't flock behind him. If you walk behind him, if you just go behind him, you're basically losing your little hero inside you. And that hero is going to become a comedian after a point. And then, if you go into Instagram, and then if you see a girl and stuff like that, you just keep messaging and to get their attention and all that sort of stuff, you're basically killing your hero. That guy will become a comedian over a period of time. And then you see your actor and he's got his birthday. Who hell, man? Like, you got your father, and do you go out to 5 kilometers and wait for 5 hours to wish your father his happy birthday? You would have done the same thing for your mother? No. People who do that for their favorite superstar. They'll go and wait day and night, and then let's say Dhoni didn't come and meet me, and SRK didn't come and meet me. They will say that the celebrities didn't come and meet me. You go and wait in their houses, and they don't even bother coming out. They just be watching movies inside. But, you'll be waiting for days and hours. And once the crowd is all, let's say, okay, now the crowd is fully packed, sir, you can come now. Probably his PR would say that, and then he will come now and wait for you. And you will be waiting there. Now what happened is basically you didn't actually lose your energy waiting there. You lose yourself waiting there. Your inside here, you had this little confidence of you can be someone, is all done. You basically become a joker. And don't do that, guys. And even when you marry someone, when you love someone, treat them equally. So what? I mean, like, why do you have to treat someone like a prince? Doesn't matter if it's a daughter or if it's your wife or your mother. Treat them as equal. Respect them. If they give you 100% respect, give them 100% respect. If they give you 50% respect, give them 50% back. Don't even give them 55% back. Basically, people will start taking that 5% that you give extra, they'll take an advantage. Because they know that this guy desperately needs us more than we need him. And then the attitude of them will change it. Give them exactly what they give you. If they give you 50% love, 50% respect, give them the same thing. And also, like, when people don't respond to your text messages, doesn't matter, this is the most beautiful girl, doesn't matter. Don't go behind, don't wait behind. And just imagine, like, with all my companies, I work 17 hours a day for 7 days a week. I don't even take one sick leave for the last 5-6 years. I work literally almost all the time. In spite of all that, I'll come to many of the comments in my other channel and this channel. I'll respond to people who has got some valid argument and value questions. And if you say that, Elon Musk has actually got time to play Diablo and become the world's 20th player. And if you say that your girlfriend doesn't have time to respond back to you in 2 days, you can look at it. Basically, that's a priority she gives to you. And let's say, imagine the same girl, if she got a prize she got from a president that she needed to win on the same day, will she do the same thing? Or let's say if she got some lottery for 1 crore or something, will she do the same thing saying that I'm busy? It's basically the priority they give to you. This is a value that you got. So think about it, these things, guys. So don't simp. So there is a lot of these things that people will do it. And then even in my channel, doesn't matter my channel or another channel, don't consider anyone as greater than them. If you see someone, okay, this guy is talking very well, say that, okay, I'm a human. So I can talk like that and I can become like that. Doesn't okay? It's nothing too special. If someone is dancing well, you think that okay, I can do that as well. Okay, good thing. You appreciate it and move on. Rather than you trying to praise him and all that sort of stuff. No, you appreciated him. You admired his work. Just move on. He's just one guy who can do it, and it's not someone that you can make an ideal worship of him. And don't do that, guys. Because anything that you do it, let's say for example, if you guys go to gym, for example, you will have trouble going to gym daily. But if you go out for 40 days, just cross 40 days, go regularly for 40 days. After that, it becomes a habit. You cannot stop it. So that's the same thing. Most of the simp behavior is basically your girlfriend or you're a fan of someone. If you keep doing that for like 50 days, 60 days and stuff like that, you keep thinking about them. What is their next movie? Let us go on to their trailers and we fight for this fan versus another fan and things like that. You do that for over 50 days and 60 days. After that, your lifetime, you're basically his fan. And don't do that. You have your own individuality and you are born with that. And you are one of the greatest species that's on this planet. Just imagine, we are not born with any special skill set. We are not actually born with tough skins like crocodiles, not big teeth like tigers, not strength like lions. We cannot run like cheetah. We don't have any other physical attributes. Still, we climbed on top of this planet. We are actually on top of the food chain. We built this entire world. Today, you can look at a lion in a zoo and you can have popcorn. So that is how much you have achieved. That is the greatness of the species. Now use it for the good purpose. Build something good for the mankind. Build something for your country. Build something for your family. Build something for yourself. Put your name back into history, man. Think about it. We'll catch up again in another video, guys. And thank you so much for all the love and support. And if you guys have anything that you want to protest, please protest it with the polite words. And don't use profanity. As I said, like people with inferior intelligence generally use profanity because they cannot think. So yeah, put forth some valid arguments. We can learn from each other. Thank you so much, guys, and cheers.